Hi, Rahul.
Hi, sir.
So you are starting demos on Azure Data Factory today onwards, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. So explain about your demo and go ahead with other things.
Okay. So, hello, sir. Today's demo is regarding the CSV data transfer from Azure Blob Storage to Azure SQL database using Azure Data Factory. So this is my today's demo to transfer CSV data to Azure Blob Storage from Azure Blob Storage to SQL database. So, hello everyone. My name is Rahul Patil. I am from Mumbai. I have 4 years of experience in AIML domain, and this is my LinkedIn ID. And this demo is done through the job coaching. And here is my coach name Shanti Kumar V. And here is the LinkedIn ID, and your coaching URL is there. So today I'm going to perform first demo in Azure Data Factory. So now moving to the my next slide. So what will be the my this demo's user requirement? So user requirement is that is uploading the CSV data to the Azure Blob Storage and transferring it to an Azure SQL database using ADF. The solution must be ensure seamless integration, schedule and automated data transfer and efficient handling of large volume data. Optional data transfer and maintain data integrity and security throughout the process. So this is the main user requirement for that particular demo. So in this picture presentation, you can see the initially I have to upload the CSV data into the blob storage. Then I have to create a Azure Data Factory. Then data transfer to the SQL database, and then lastly I have represent the actual data transfer to the Azure database. So it is shown after in the last. So this is overall user requirement for this particular use case. So in next there is a user story. So what is the user story? So I want to automate the process of transferring the CSV data from Azure Blob Storage to Azure SQL database using ADF, Azure Data Factory, so that I can ensure timely and accurate data availability for analysis. So this is the overall user story. So here you can see the pictorial representation, data factory initiation process, and the data transfer, and then data availability is here. So this is a process. So then what will be the demo objective? The objective of this demo is to showcase end-to-end data transfer process from CSV file stored in the Azure Blob Storage to the Azure SQL database using Azure Data Factory. This demonstration will highlight how the integration between the Azure Blob Storage and Azure SQL database can be streamlined and scheduled with the ADF pipeline. Ensure data transformation integrity and security throughout the process. So here is a overall demo objective. So CSV in practical presentation, you can see the streamlining the data transfer to the Azure SQL database. So CSV file in the Azure blob, then data extraction, data integrity check, data loading, and then data ready for the store into the Azure database. Now, next process is to perform this particular task, I have to give this AI prompt to the chat GPT. So upload the file of to the Azure blob storage, and then copy into the Azure SQL database using Azure Data Factory. This is my AI prompt. So if I give this AI prompt to the chat GPT, so it will be give the step by step process to how to follow this in the Azure Data Factory. So, so it give the all these steps what we have to do. Upload the file to the Azure Blob Storage, then set up the SQL database, then configure the Azure Data Factory, and then afterward we have to after configuration of Azure Data Factory, then test the pipeline, and if there is any and verify the data is transferred correctly or not. So these are the overall process for the transferring the data from blob to Azure SQL database using the this Azure Data Factory. So these are the steps given by the ChatGPT. So these same steps we are going to perform in the whole process to do this demo. Now next is a task to be performed. So in this all whole demo, so these are list of 10 tasks I have to perform step by step manner to get the output. So initially I have to prepare the Azure Blob Storage, then I have to upload the CSV data from Azure Blob Storage, create a Azure Data Factory instance, then create a link service in ADF for the blob storage. So link service is important for the linking the source and the destination, and SQL data, and create a SQL database also, and they create a data set in Azure Data Factory for a blob storage and SQL database, build data pipeline in ADF, configure data flow, copy activity in ADF pipeline, and schedule pipeline for execution. We can schedule also, and monitor the pipeline and verify the data is properly transferred to the SQL database or not. So these are the overall tasks, overall steps, tasks I have to perform the in this particular demo to see the output. So this task I have represented in the pictorial format. So here is a pictorial format, pictorial representation for this particular task. So you can see create a configuration Azure Blob Storage, creation of ADF instance, build data pipeline, and schedule the monitoring. And lastly, we can verify the our data is transfer or not in the SQL database. So now move further to the on the next slide. So here you can see that I have in create a one storage account. So I have to insert all the credentials for the creating storage account. Then I have, then after creation of storage account, so I have to create a SQL database. So I have to provide all related detail, basic networking security and tags, all related, and then I have to create a SQL database. After creating the SQL database, I have to create SQL server also, because on the top of the servers I have to run the I have to store the database on the server. So I have to create SQL server also. And then lastly, after creating the SQL database, Azure provides some by default tables database. So here you can see the by default tables are present. The tables are present here. So you can see it here in database. After this, we have to deploy the completion of the data. Then I have to create a data factory. So here you can see the deployment process start for the Azure Data Factory. Then here is one home page for Azure Data Factory. Then you can see the login page for the Azure Data Factory here, login allow. And then here from here I have to start. Here you can see pipe, change data, change data, data set, data flow, and Power Query. All these options in left side. So with the help of this option, we have to create the our pipeline. After this creation of pipeline, you can see after creating the pipeline, you have to pull the all the details and then publish the our pipeline. And then after publishing the pipeline, we have to see the output in the SQL database. So in this slide, you can see the how my actual data is transferred to that particular database. So these are the overall tasks I am going to perform in this particular demo. And my last slide is regarding the my coach information regarding the here is a coach WhatsApp number and all details here I given, so you can contact. So these are the overall tasks I have to perform with in that particular demo. So I provide the picture in the form of PPT presentation. Now I actually demonstrate the this in live. So initially now I have to go to the storage account. So I search for storage account. So now I have to create one storage account. So I hit on the create. Then subscription, and now I have to create one resource group. So I could create one resource group. Then storage account name. So I have to give some storage account name. So I copy, so it accepted. So storage account name. So I have paste for future reference storage account name. This is my storage account name. I choose region, then primary device Azure blob, then afterward redundancy, so locally. Then I go to the next networking. So I kept all this access tier as a hot. Then networking enable public access to all for that particular demo. Then next day to return deleted blobs. So I kept here 7 days, and then encryption keep as it is. Next, and review and create. So now I create a storage account. So I hit on the create. Deployment is in progress. So go to resource. So here you can see the my blob storage account is get created. So here you can see all the this information related to blob storage. Now I have to go to the container for the data storage to create a blob. So now I go here and then I create one container. So 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 I give this container name as a Rahul blob and the create. So afterward, then I click on that particular blob and then upload the CSV file from my local PC. This is EMP data I uploaded. Upload. So you can see here I create my input data first. So you can see here my in edit section. When I preview, you can see the ID, name, and phone numbers. So this is overall data I have to now transfer to the SQL database. So this here is my block creation got completed successfully. Now my next step to creation of Azure SQL database. So now I uh, see means search for the Azure SQL database. Create. So now I have to select resource group. So I already create my resource group storage account. So I search for this. Now I have to give database name. So I give this database name and then server. So I have to now create one server for this. So I have hit on the server. So server name. So for future reference. So and I choose the region as India, Central India, and choose authentication method, SQL authentication, and I give the username and password. And hit on the create. So now my password server got created successfully. Yes. Now I workload environment. I development, choose development locally, and go to the networking. Uh, Public. I choose public endpoint firewall. Allow Azure service resource to access server. Yes. Add current IP address. Yes. And then next go to the security. This is my free trial. Then next setting. So Azure provides some existing database. So I have to take this sample as a database. So I choose click on the sample, then go to next tag, then this view and create, and the lastly I create the SQL database. So deployment is in progress for creation of SQL database. This is blob server 786. This is my server name actually. Still deployment is in progress. Firewall, yes. Now my deployment is got completed. So now I go to the resource. Then I click on the query editor. So here is my username and password. I put insert the password. Yes. So I and inside the query editor. So by default that we select the by default tables. So here you can see the tables are provided by the Azure itself, Azure's SQL database. So here you can see the tables. So now my in database, my CSV file contain 3 columns. So now I'm going to create this schema fold that table name as a contact with this SQL query and run this query. So here you can see here one table got created. Name is contact. So here you can see. So now in this table we have to insert the my data, this database. So do this particular process. Now I have to go to the Azure Data Factory. So now I open the another tab, because first tab for storage account, second tab for the SQL database, and now this third tab for the data factory. So now I search for the data factory. Now I create the data factory. Hit on the create. So I select the uh, earlier resource group. So my data factory. So I have to give a name. Oh, data factory name, region Central India, factory. So this is my data factory name. Now I create the my data factory. I do not want Git configuration, so I review and create. Hit on the create. Go to resource. So my data factory got created. Now I have to launch the studio. So I launched the studio for Azure Data Factory. So now I am landing on the Azure Data Factory homepage. Still loading Azure Data Factory. Yes. Now I land on the my demo data factory 7861, this front end. So here you can see the home, author, monitor. We can monitor, manage, and this learning center. So now I click on the author and I click on the pipeline. Now I have to create new pipeline. So I hit on the new pipeline, and the I here I have to perform copy activity. So I drag this copy activity here. So here you can see I drag the copy activity. So here this is source is my input, my input. Sync is that is a target, and this is mapping, and this is setting. So we have to do all this. So I change the name. That first name is blob f, this name general. Then I go to source. This is my input. So new, hit on new. So where is my data? my data is present on here. You can see there is a different types of this is means S3 bucket, Amazon Redshift, MySQL database, all storages present here. So now I choose search for the blob. So here I search for the blob and continue. Then in that particular blob, I have my file in CSV format. So I click on CSV, continue. Then after this, I have to link the services. So to make connection, so I click on the new. So I kept as it is here. Name is Azure Blob Storage. Then Azure subscription, I choose free trial. My storage account name is this, my storage account name. After this storage account name, I have to test the connection. Yes, this is a connection successful. Now I can proceed. So I hit on the create. Yes. Now I have to set the property. So I have to give the file path. So I have to browse this particular file. I go in and this is my blob, Rahul blob, and this click on CSV file and this OK, and I give the file path. So after completion of the input side, now I have to go to the sync, that is a source destination file. So this is my SQL database. So I hit on the new. So here is my SQL database, Azure SQL database. Hit on the click. Now I have to perform link service new. Then this version account method and Azure subscription, this free trial. Then my server name is this blob server. My database name is Rahul DB, and I choose SQL authentication. For that purpose, I have to give my username, and I have to give the password. Then test the connection for validation. So connection successful. Then I have to hit on the create. Now this is a link service. This is a SQL database. Now I have to choose the table name. So I create a table name as a contact. So I choose this and hit on the OK. Okay. So my both these created means source, input, and destination. So now I have to validate. So I click on the validate. So then validate all. Okay. And then after validation is completed, is no error. Then I have to publish. So click on the publish. So publishing processes get start deployment. Then after publishing start, I have to trigger the pipeline. So now trigger now. Then okay. So here you can see this pipeline now got started, is in progress. You can see here, and here is status that's successful. So we can see our data is transferred or not. So it is in progress. Take duration in 4 seconds now. This is a monitor activity. You can monitor. Yes. So here you can see this, my pipeline got successfully completed. Status is successful. Now I go to my SQL database here. Then select. So here you can see my all the data now come to my that particular database. So I successfully complete my demo. So right, sir. So it is the output here.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right.
So Ravi,
So
you can stop the recording.
okay, stop recording. Right.